Hello, Taurus. My name is Max. I'm going to do your reading, a tarot reading, for the week of August 4th, 2025. Okay? I'm going to start out with a um, oracle card reading. Okay? This will just be one oracle card. This will kind of set the tone for the reading for you, Taurus. Let's see. Taurus. Taurus. Okay, Taurus. So we have card number 14. I'm going to look up in the booklet. I'm going to look up the meaning of this card, any signification. But the number 14. So keep an eye out for that number. It could have some sort of significance. It could be someone's age, or it could be a time period, or an address, or something like that. So 14, and let's see what it means. Okay, so it looks like some sort of elegant woman with art. Looks like a lot of art. Let's see, like there's like a guitar in there, a quill, paintbrush. One second. Let's see. Okay, Taurus, it says creativity and imagination. Each day is a new canvas to paint upon. Make sure your picture is full of life and happiness, and at the end of the day, you don't look at it and wish you had painted something different. So, in its myriad forms, creativity is an expression of our humanity and imagination, both in its production and in its recognition. To take shape, color, form, sound, or words and give them a new life is an act of creation. Various symbols of the tools and medium through which creativity is expressed are worn by our artist as a decorative headdress of imagination. So creativity, imagination, that bodes well. I mean, especially if you are, a creative person, artistic person, or you're a person involved in any sort of leadership or visionary activities. This is interesting. It's a good card, right? Let's see what the tarot cards have to say for you, Taurus. Taurus for the week of August 4th, 2025. Taurus. Taurus. Let's see. I think I'm going to do a 10 card spread. Okay. Let's see what happens with that. Let's do a Celtic cross. Taurus. Here we go. Taurus. Six of Wands. Eight of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles reversed. Knight of Pentacles. The Magician reversed. King of Pentacles. Taurus, what's going on here? These are good cards, Wheel of Fortune. Taurus, what is going on, man? Okay. Taurus. Three of Swords. That's more like it. I'm just kidding. Taurus. Page of Cups. Taurus. The Emperor. Okay. Okay, Taurus. So we have, as your central card, we have the six of Wands. Six of Wands upright. Six of Wands upright. This would indicate success. That's what this means. It's success, momentum, recognition, victory. Okay, this is a very, very, very auspicious card to be to be the center card. That's quite good. Um, doesn't get much better, actually. So Six of Wands. It's a fiery energy. It's an energy of victory, triumph, recognition, celebration. With that, of course, comes responsibility. Comes enemies. Usually, if you have a lot of success, there can be enemies. There can be jealousy, but that just kind of comes with it. But so this is victory. This is victory, success. Okay, crossing it. The crossing energy is Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is work for reward, work for payment incoming, quality work, putting effort into work, putting time into work, and expecting a reward and getting and getting a reward. So this is recognition, quality work, good work, payment, compensation. Okay, I like it. Okay, your recent past is the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Pentacles in reverse is some sort of message, maybe a lack of study, a lack of some sort of lack of study, preparation, meditation. So this is the energy you're coming from. So this can kind of act as a destabilizing force moving forward unless you rectify it. So make sure you're studying what you need to study. You're reading up on what you need to read up on. That you're communicating. That you're meditating. Okay. Just make sure you haven't missed anything. Okay. In your crowning position, you have the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is like a card of capability, of wherewithal, like the ability to get things done. You're serviceable. You can do it. You can do what needs to be done. It indicates skills in many areas. It indicates that you're ready. That's what with it being in the crowning position. This means you're ready. The Page of Pentacles reversed notwithstanding, it means you're ready. You have what you need to. You have the knowledge, you have the wisdom, you have the skills, you have the capability to deal with whatever's at hand. So this it indicates a kind of a strength. It also indicates a fearlessness, a formidableness. You're ready to deal with what you need to deal with. I mean, so this isn't this is in your headspace. So it's not quite a king or a queen, but this is a really good place for your head to be. Really good place. Okay, this indicates you're ready to do what needs to be done. You're going to be whatever you put your mind to. You can be productive. Okay. You also have in the deep past. You have the Magician reversed. So the Magician reversed indicates to me, kind of like the Page of Pentacles in reverse, that like you don't think you're prepared, or there's something about it that it indicates in your deep past you didn't have confidence in your power, and you didn't use your power correctly. You didn't use your powers of manifestation correctly, or you didn't really tap into it. So this indicates that you need to remind yourself, and I need to remind you, that you have the power. But to have this power, you need to have a goal. You need to have presence of mind. You need to have a stable mind. You need to be informed. You need to be. You need to study what you need to study, and you need to project your will. Okay. So the magician is about being the dreamer. Okay. So you're the dreamer, right? The world isn't dreaming you. You're dreaming the world. Okay. So life isn't happening to you. You're happening to life, right? You're happening to the world. So you have to remember that, and you have to usually meditate to kind of tap into that. Okay. So So this could mean things are coming at you, have come in the past. They have come at you a little quick. You're off. Your footing wasn't quite right, so to speak. Um, Things came at you fast. You were unable to anticipate things. That you were out of your creation mode, out of your power. So that's what this reading is for, right? Is to get you back in your power. So so tap into that. Tap into that. So start meditating again and understand that you are the dreamer, right? Taurus. So you also have another good card here. In your near future, you have the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is a card of stability, of wealth, of power, of even pleasure to a certain extent, pleasure, luxury, um, generosity. Um, so for this to be in your near future, this is a very auspicious card. Um, so you know, take that to heart, okay? Also, following up with a King of Pentacles, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is an incredibly auspicious card. This represents you. This is your position. So Wheel of Fortune. So this indicates um, something good, a good change happening. Something you're embodying a positive change in your outlook, in your viewpoint, in your worldview. You're embodying a positive change in your life. Um, you're entering into a new chapter of increased success, increased good fortune. So to have the Wheel of Fortune in a reading upright like you do, that's incredibly auspicious. I mean, it's really a nearly perfect reading. I mean, it's a really good reading. Um, I see these cards like the Six of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, and then I see the Wheel of Fortune. This indicates that you're going to tap into your power of manifestation, your power of meditation. You're going to understand that you are the dreamer, and this indicates a bright period, a period of increased happiness, improved wealth, improved command in your life, um, improved joy. The Wheel of Fortune. That's not messing around. So congratulations on that. Okay, Taurus. So in your environment, you have the Three of Swords. Three of Swords indicates pain, or suffering, or heartbreak, or separation, something negative, right? Um, so Three of Swords is something in your environment that is causing a problem. Um, so this is really your only like negative card. I mean, you guess you need a negative card somewhere. I mean, some people have them everywhere, so you only have one. But it's in your environment, so try to be wary of. Let's do a little. I'm gonna pull a card just to see what it's in your environment. Okay, Three of Swords indicates pain, heartbreak, separation. Let me just see if they can get a modifier on that. Four of Cups reversed. So the modifier is Four of Cups reversed. Four of Cups reversed is not heartbreak. It's kind of gaining clarity. Gaining clarity. It's kind of like your mind is rejuvenated. It's kind of like realizing that something isn't as bad as you thought. It's kind of like this, like whoa, or like kind of like having a bad dream and then waking up, going, oh my God, thank God it was only a dream. It's like that. So there's something like it's this Three of Swords is related to realizing that something isn't as bad as you thought, and actually it's kind of like a pleasant surprise. It's kind of like you're waking up to some bright new good fact. You're seeing something clearly for the first time, and it's not as bad as you think. Okay. So in your This is your hopes, fears, and opportunities. You have the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is a messenger, someone young, someone attractive, someone who maybe likes you. This is your hopes, fears, and opportunities. So someone likes you, someone's going to approach you, someone's going to offer you something. Pretty exciting. This could indicate, like it's like looks here, could be a female, doesn't have to be, but usually a page indicates somebody younger, but it also indicates a message. This is related to water, so it could be related to dreams or visionary experiences, or romance or love, or just happiness in general. So expect a good message this week. Expect a good message, and maybe even a cool messenger, a likable messenger, an attractive messenger. Expect something good. Expect a good dream. Expect something good. So, that's what I would do here. This is something's coming in. Something good is coming in for you, Taurus, this week. Okay. In the outcome is for you, Taurus. It is the Emperor. So the Emperor this is upright. So this is power. It's you're in your power. You know what you need to do. You know how to do it. People know you know how to do it. So there's inherently in this there's a recognition. So with the Emperor, there's recognition. People know you're the Emperor. They see you, and they respond in a way that's very positive. And they want to help you. They want to work for you. They want to help you with your vision. So I see this combined with the Six of Wands upright, and the Eight of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. This is going to be a good week. Okay, this is going to be a good week. I mean, there's a Three of Swords here in the environment, so be wary of that. But I don't think it's going to be as critical or as bad as you think, as a Three of Swords would normally indicate, because it was modified by the Four of Cups reverse. So you have the power this week. Okay, Taurus, this is a really good reading. So tap into that power. Okay. In the recent past, in the deep past, we have these issues of not tapping into your power, not doing the work that would allow you to tap into your power. So we want to make sure you do it this week, okay? That you do it. And it looks like with this kind of card and these cards that I'm seeing, it looks like you're doing that. And maybe you watching this is part of that. So congratulations to you, Taurus. Have a great week. Remember to tap into that power, meditate, create space in your mind if you can do that. Get nature, the woods, go hiking. Take off your headphones. Get some peace. Tap into that power that's within you, that's within all of us. Okay, and you can do big things this week. Okay, have a great week, Taurus, and I'll see you next week.